Hello everyone, welcome back to CCNA Learner YouTube channel. So today I will show you how to configure LDAP profile on the Palo Alto firewall. Okay, now we log to the Palo Alto firewall VM, and then the first step, you go to the network, and then we go to the interface to set up the interface before we creating the LDAP profile, right? Yes. So right here I use the Ethernet 11, and you can see the TNet network topology to make sure you understand what I want to show you, right? Yes, this is the interface that I will going to show you. Okay, I use interface 11 and interface type is layer 3 interface, right? So for the configuration section and the virtual router, I select for the virtual router is default, and the security zone is LAN, right? Yes. So the zone, because I didn't create, so I need to create a new zone. So I leave everything default on the zone LAN, and then we go to the IPv4 section, right? Okay, so for the IPv4 section, I will use the IP address on the interface 11 on the Palo Alto with the IP address. So in the topology, yes, this is the IP address and /24, right? Okay, and then click OK to finish the task, right? So after we configure all, we need to commit to force the firewall for the configuration change. Okay, you can wait for a moment for the commit status is complete, right? Okay, now the commit is successful, so you can close. So the second step is we need to go to the interface management setting, right? Yes, we need to create the management interface for the interface Ethernet 11 on the firewall. So the interface management profile I use is, okay, you can put any name that you want, right? So right here I use the name is allow ping to make sure the LAN client can ping to the interface firewall, and the network service I use ping and user ID, and then click OK, right? So the third step, right? The third step, we need to attach the management profile to the Ethernet 11. We go to the advanced section and management profile. So the management profile will change from none to the management profile that we just create is allow ping, and then we click OK. After that, we need to commit change to tell the firewall about the new configuration update. For the commit change, you can do all and then commit one time off if you don't want to commit one by one like me show you in the video. Okay, and the fourth step, right? The step number 4 is we go to the setup, and then we go to the service feature and service route configuration. So we change to the custom, and then we're looking for the service that we want to use for the LDAP, right? So right here I use the LDAP, and then the interface 11 and source address, so it will auto select when you select Ethernet 11 on the firewall. and then looking for the UID agent, right? So the interface we follow the previous LDAP, yes, it's net 11 and IP address. Okay, the last service is DNS, right? Yes. So we I use the same. I mean the Ethernet the same 11. After we select the service all, and then you can click OK to save the configuration on the firewall, right? Yes. After verify everything is fine, so I click OK and then click commit again. Click commit and then wait for a while for the firewall commit push the configuration change to the firewall. So right now I start looking into my lab to ping the connectivity between the Windows AD to the Palo Alto firewall to make sure it can ping as we config in the previous time, right? Allow ping from the LAN zone, right? Yes. Okay, this is the IP interface next to the firewall Ethernet 11 that we could just finish config allow ping, right? Yes, you can check on the network diagram or network topology, right? Okay, that's mean that the LAN client can ping to the firewall. Yes, so the commit status is success, right? So the next step is we need to configure the LDAP profile, right? Yeah. So add new LDAP profile. So the LDAP server profile, yes, you can put any name that you want, right? So right here I use the LDAP server profile to make easy to find out when I want to attack, right? So the name is okay, right here I put the AD server and then the IP address LDAP server, right? So the IP address of the AD, so you can check on the topology. So the IP address, right? Yeah, right here you need to put the IP address of your AD, and for the port is IU default 389, and then for the server setting select Active Directory and base DN, right? So the base DN right here you need to check your domain name on the Windows server that you have set up. So let me check my domain name. So we go to Active Directory, user and computer, and then this is my domain name, lab.local. So you need to follow this, right? Okay, so you can put DC equal to lab space and then DC local. This is the domain name that to tell the Palo Alto to query the information from the AD, right? So the DN, bind DN right here is the user that you need to configure on the firewall, and make sure the user have full permission to query all information from the AD. Yeah, let me show you about the user permission, right? User right here I use the Palo Alto user, and then we go to check the member of user, server operator, server log and query, and distribute point, right? This is the permission that you need to allow for query all information from the AD. Yes, and then you put the username Palo Alto, and then the password for the user Palo Alto. Okay, confirm password all users again, and then so the right here you can uncheck or check if you are using or you are required as a secure connection. So right here I uncheck, and then one more step, right? So you go to the authentication profile. Right here you need to configure the authentication profile for the user from the AD, right? You need to add new and authentication profile. For the name you can put any name that you want. So right here I use the LDAP authentication profile. Easy to find out for the later, right? So the type, the type you need to select the LDAP protocol, and then the server profile you select AD server profile is the profile that you just create. So the login attribute right here you can leave blank, right? Yes, you can leave blank, or you can put the same name configuration. So after you check and verify, right? So we go to the advanced section. Yeah, we need to add you, right? Right here you need to allow list from user that query from the AD. You need to allow all, we don't specific for the user. And then you click OK, right? And one more step, you need to go to the administrator. You need to add new administrator, right? So the administrator right here I use the Alice user right here is the Alice user from AD that I have created. And then you attack the profile, LDAP authentication profile, and then click OK, and then click commit to force to tell the firewall about the changing configuration. So you need to wait for a few minutes for configuration change success, right? Okay, now complete. So click OK. To test, right? You need to log out and log in again. Log in right here, you don't need to log in from the user local on the firewall. You need to log in from the user AD. Alice is the user that query from the AD, and then you click login, right? Okay, wait for some time for the dashboard user Alice. Okay, you can check, right? User Alice from the IP ... and then the Alice login from the authentication profile LDAP, right? Yes, you can see Alice user is logged in, right? This is the Alice user. So I think this video is helpful for you. And one more thing, don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you.